Yes, so there was this nigga I was watching on YouTube. His name is D&D Media. D&D News Media. He was one of the ones that, if you look back into my history of videos on my platform, you would see where I said that 5 spiritual leaders would fall from grace. He was one of them that I was speaking on. How he make it clear to the people that he does spell work with candle and all these things, but he hide behind the Jesus thing and all these things. He prays and love to bawl out in Jesus and way. Now this man, what he did was he had someone to mimic my story, and I picked up on that energy when I was just finding out about my situation, when I was just finding out about who I am. He had someone mimicking my story. It was a lady that was speaking. And if you go and listen back to that story, I don't know if he still has that story up, but the lady was speaking on the things that I am speaking on now. So he is a part of it also. He knows someone that knows someone that knows someone. No, on his platform he doesn't even show his face. He loves to expose people for the things that they are doing and all these things. But as the scripture said, you should clear out the matter out your eye before you try to tell someone to clear the matter out of theirs. So this man who is a self-proclaimed spiritualist, he mimicked my story, where he had this woman speaking about her family and person confirmation. You hear that? He was speaking to the woman, and the woman was speaking like she went through all the things that I went through, which I picked up on the energy that that woman was coached. So she was speaking on every single thing, most of the things that happened to me, like it was her it happened to. And he had her speaking on things that didn't even happen as yet to me. And how I knew that it was really my story that he mimicked was when he said that in the story that the father gave a book to her, and self-proclaimed Daddy gave me a book, a Mormon book, Book of Mormon. That was the book that they were speaking about in that. And as I said, he doesn't reveal himself on his platform. I don't think no one knows how he looks unless you are around him or know him in person or whatever. So it was an instance where I got a vision and I saw his face clear as day. I saw him, I know what he looks like, and I know who he is. I even saw him. in the 3D, I saw him in real life. So I know that he was a part of the cult coming up against me. Yes. Also, L.A. Lewis. I used to watch him on Facebook and all these things, but I was picking up on an energy that he was lying to the people. That is what they do. That is why they came up against me also, because I was exposing them. And they know that once I rise to the heights where I should be, there would be no more them, because I was exposing them, because they are leading the people into darkness because of money. They are greedy. So Lewis was speaking on this Lumi thing, which is a new money, which is a money that they create in Africa. It is a money that will be a part of the BRICS thing, as they said. I signed up and all these things, and they were giving out, like, I don't remember, I think it is until sometime in this year, I don't remember when, but they were giving out money. I think it is about 6 Lumi every month, and they say that 1 Lumi is equivalent to 15 US dollars, something like that, if I'm not lying. So I signed up for it. I also made people around me know about it, which was why they were also spreading propaganda saying that I was scamming and all these things, because I was telling them that, well, the persons that were close to me, especially the woman that I exposed on my channel, I told her about it and her children, but they didn't believe about it. It was some form of reparation fee, something like that. Yes, so how he was explaining it to the people also, it was tricking the people, because he said that he changed it, and when I went to his office, I was there sitting for a long while. I went there and saw a person, so when I went there, he wasn't there. First and foremost, when I was going, I didn't have only $1,000 I had to pay my fare, because I was going saying that I would change out, I think it was 100 US amount. No, not 100 US. I was saying I was going to change out an amount where I could deal with my my maroon ID and driver's license and all these things. So I went. On my way going, I took a bus from town to go to his office, but I told the bus driver where I was going, because I don't really know town like that, and he said alright, he would bring me there. So when I checked out the situation, it wasn't there that the bus driver brought me, so I had to take another bus, which made me had a shortening of fare. So as I said, I had only $1,000. When I went, I was there waiting for a while. I was waiting. There were some chairs here. I sat in a chair, one of the biggest chair I sat in, with some gold stuff. Well, not real gold, but some gold stuff, gold looking stuff, wash over stuff, looking like gold around it and all these things, like a king's chair. I was sitting there and waiting. He came and he saw me and he hailed me. He said, "Wagwan, chief." I said, "Me there, man." So he went into a part and he was dealing with the people, because I called him before I went. I had his number, I took his number and I called him and I explained to him what I was coming to do, and he told me that alright, I could come and get that done, which was change over the money that I had on the platform below me. It's that platform called Transact that they have as their banking system or whatever. So I told him that I would come and get it done. So I went. He was dealing with some persons. I was there waiting for a while until he came back out. Even persons came and saw me and went to him before me. Then he came back out and said he didn't even remember that I was there. And I was picking up on that he knew that I was there. But I didn't say anything anyway. He went away and came back. I had to be there waiting for another long while. He came back. When he came back, he said I should come in his office. I went into his office and he said, no, before he went away, yes, when he came back, before he went away, he told one of the persons working there, a man, he told one of the man to hear what I was inquiring about, which he already knew, because as I said, I called him. So I told the man what I wanted to do, and the man made me know that yes, it can be done. I explained to him that I wanted to change out some of the Lumi to Jamaican dollars, and he said okay, it could be done. Now when he came back, he came and he was on a different story, telling me that he doesn't do it that way. Only thing he could do was give me some of the paper Lumi that he have. That's the paper money, the money in paper, not digitally. So he was telling me that that's the only thing that he could do, and he doesn't change it out in that way. I have to find someone on the platform that wants to change it out digitally and send me the money in US or in JMD. That was what he was telling me. And I picked up on the energy that it was because he picked up on my energy also. I know that I was spiritual and all these things. So when he told me that, I was telling him that my fear is short and all these things. He looked at me and he told me that, he asked me how much I have. I told him. He told me that I am richer than him. Right now, he said, right now you're richer than me. He was telling me that he had no money. He only gave me, I think it was $300, which I was grateful for, even though it almost didn't pay my fare. I think I had to walk from Maypen. Yes, I had to walk from Maypen because it only could pay my fare going back to Maypen. So that was it. But he I picked up on the energy that he was also in cahoots with them, because it was like he got calls, because I said they were monitoring my device, they are listening to me. So it seemed as if they called him and tell him that he shouldn't help me out and all these things, because also that would be me freeing myself from under their umbrella, so he was also a part of it, working behind the scenes, and he picked up that on my gifts and know that I was spiritual and all these things. And I also picked up that he was telling a lot of lies to the people. Yes, so that is it. I was about to say now. Yes, back to the news media. He was the one who helped Lava Vein. That came on Magnum. And what came to me, I got the download. I picked up on the energy of where they were trying to harvest my energy, so that nigga would get my energy. So that nigga would get my abundance and all these things, and get the fame that I should have, or I am about to get, or will get and must get, which I'm not frightened for fame or limelight, but it is destined, however. But yes, I saw where that nigga was saying he was tapped in and he was sharing messages from ancestors and all these things. But I picked up on the energy that he was a part of it, the scheme, because they were trying to cipher my energy so that he would get it, because he joined in on with them. It's all, that's what they do. So most of these artists that you see out there that got bust and all these things, if you notice, most of the artists that got a break, most of them are being confronted by the industry, which is also the government, and they are being told that they will be initiated and all these things if they do not accept. Don't you ever look to see them with another hit song. They will just go under the railing. Maybe you'll never even hear about them again, because that's what they do. That is how it works. I picked up on this for a long while now. The music industry is very dirty and corrupt. They tell the artist what to sing. That is why they have this thing where they sign the artist. Because when they sign the artist, there is this thing, the fine print, where they have control over what the artist does. As I mentioned in a previous video, we also spoke about this thing about the teachers and the course and these things. This thing with contract, it isn't right, because they are taking away your free will, and the only contract that one should sign is that has been signed with the universe. So that is it. That was what I was speaking upon. And in this contract they have fine prints which goes against the laws of the universe, because instead of you having free will, they have free will over you. It's like they own you, pertaining to what is under the contract, and most of the artists don't even know. which is why you will see most of the time artists get signed and you hear nothing from them, and they cannot go and record with no other producers or whatever because they signed an agreement towards that. So that is it. They sign away themselves, they sign over themselves. That is really selling your soul. Most people don't understand what the meaning of selling your soul. That is it. Signing a contract and signing yourself over to be a puppet. So that is it. They tell them what to sing and what to push out. As I say, most of these artists, what they do is what they are being told. They push out a lot of songs about pain to cast down pain on the people, cast down fear, and to have people in low vibrations. That is why they make those low vibrational songs, because it's all intertwined and connected. Because they know that words are powerful, and once one continuously to repeat certain things, it can manifest over their lives and all these things. It's very deep. But what they do, what happens when they go into the studio, when they are going through pain and trauma, that is why they also put the artists through a lot of stuff, where the artists will go and sing about their pain. But the thing about it is, what I have always been saying is, they tell you a quick fix on how to escape the pain and not heal from the pain, which I don't do in my songs. I sing about pain, but I tell ones and ones how to get over their pain, what to do to get over their pain. But them, they put out their pain, and when you listen to that song, you are soaking up their pain. And remember that you have pain already. As I said, they are telling you to, like, you should go to the bank and borrow a loan, and when that loan is finished, you go to another bank and borrow loan. So you keep on keeping all your traumas inside. That is what they are telling you to do. Go to drugs and all these things, and to kill people and all these things. That is the agenda that they are pushing. That's the system's agenda. Yes, so that is it. I also know that there have been a lot of artists coming at me. Yes, a lot of big artists, because big artists know about me. They all know about me. So that is it. Most of us chosen ones, as I said, many are called, few are chosen. Most of us chosen ones are down in the gutter. We are mud babies, and they know us, which is why it doesn't matter how you sound or whatever. It is about the energy. Most of them are in positions that they shouldn't even be in. It's just because they harvest energy. It's just because they are done with selling their soul, why they are where they are at. So that is it. Peace, peace, peace.